1, 2, 1, 2. Howdy, folks. How are you all doing? My name is Reese, and this is an audio test. I'm doing an introduction so that as soon as my face appears on the live stream, it sounds like it's working just dandy. Well, welcome back, folks. Is it Wednesday? It's supposed to be Wednesday. That was the plan. It's Wednesday. And I decided that we're going to stream Wednesdays and Saturdays so that I can, manage my time and be aware of what I'm doing at any given point in the week. So that's what we're doing. You'll notice that I have on a green shirt. You might be curious about that. You might be thinking, Reese, what are you going to do about that wire that's not green? I don't know. I just now considered that that might be an issue. That's just going to be there. That's just going to be hovering in the video now. I guess I'll tuck it away behind me and hope that it's not that big a deal. But yes, this is what I meant when I said that we're not finished yet. I want the videos to be just my head hovering in the video. Just my, disembodied head floating in the corner. I came up with this idea when I first started experimenting, and I didn't have a green shirt to test it with, but I now own a green shirt. I'm a little bit worried because it's a bit wrinkly. I think there's a reason that when you watch movies and things where they green screen people out, they're in the tight spandex, so you don't have all these creases. My one option for that is to either buy a tight green chroma key outfit, which I don't know if I like the look of this, but I want it to be perfect. I might do that. The other is to make sure I don't wrinkle my shirt any, but that's not possible. Literally, I can get it straight, and then as soon as I scrunch back up, I don't know. I think I'll just have to be a little bit. Well, I'll tell you what I will do is I'll crop it close to the neck, and then hopefully I can chroma key out. I mean, I can set multiple different shades. I'm gonna have to, because I don't know if you've noticed, but the chair, the sheet behind me, or I guess the sheet on the chair, the screen behind me, and the shirt are all three different colors of green, but that's okay. I know a lot of people, rookie mistake here, I used to do it as well. That's why I'm telling you, I'm sharing this information with you. You'll get the chroma key, and then you'll take that green, and you'll just widen it out to get a bunch of different shades. And you can do that. What you should do is, instead of doing multiple shades, do 3 different green screen filters, or 3 different chroma filters, or more, as many as you want to, and have them be hyper-focused on the dominant colors, which is what I've been doing. So what I've been doing... No, I didn't. I take that back. It worked just fine doing the default chroma key on Final Cut. I experimented at first chromaing out a different color here, here, and here, and I realized it wasn't necessary. But it did work. But it just wasn't necessary. It might be necessary now, we'll find out. But again, the goal is to have just a face hovering in the videos. I'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. If I have to have a single sheet...
It'll be over soon. One way or another.
Thanks, Jill. Wasn't in the middle of talking or anything. If I have to have a single sheet that wraps around my neck, around the chair, and up the wall, and have blinding lights just blaring down on me to make this happen, I want my face to be hovering. I'm going to make it happen no matter what. This is the first attempt, though. So, welcome! Welcome. How are you folks doing? Let's go ahead and hit the recording button and get into it. Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy video where hopefully this looks the way that I want it to look. I've not tested this yet. We're doing it live. We'll find out when I sit down to edit whether or not I am the floating head that I want to be. That's all I want to be, and we're never going to address it again. If it works out, literally just every video now is going to have my head floating in the corner, and it's going to be amazing. My nose itches now, and I'd like to scratch it, but then where's my hand going to come from? It's just going to appear from nowhere. Slightly feathered on one. I think I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that my nose itches and just tank it like a man. Sometimes you just have to deal with slight annoyances in life, like your nose itching. I haven't thought about what I'm going to do when I want to take a drink either of my beverage, but I guess we'll have to figure that out when the time comes. For now, welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, where I'm hanging out here with Jill, and there's a lot going on around here. We've got a plus over there, and then we've got the more traditional exclamation mark over here. And I don't know what the difference is, and I don't know how you'd find out. If I check my map and I hover over it, Blacksmith's Blues, a culinary pilgrimage. what's the difference between these? We could progress the main plot, but you know me, I like to keep caught up with all of my side stories. So I think we'll go ahead and focus on those for right now and see where they may take us. And we'll start here with Blacksmith's Blues. Is this the blacksmith? No, I don't know who this guy is. Everyone's just talking right now, and it's making a whole cacophony of noise. This guy's name is August, which must be tragic to be named after a month. Can you imagine if your name was February? You'd never hear the end of it. No one could pronounce it properly.
Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
Who are you?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Yet normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
I suppose I could, take some time. Does the plus mean that we get renown for this quest and maybe we don't get renown for other side quests?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
What could possibly go wrong? We're going to go ahead and prioritize this. And then the only way I know of to check whether or not my hypothesis, my theory here is correct, and that maybe the difference between that side quest and this side quest is a little bit of renown, is to go accept the other side quest right now. Now, that might be confusing, because then we'll be doing two different things at once. But I think I can keep track of it. So let's see who this individual is. This is Yavin, the kitchen hand, as you know.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Or Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Ain't that the truth?
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me.
I see what
But
this
you're made of
is.
sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
I would actually love to. This sounds fun. And it offers renown. Well, in that case...
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine. I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Oh.
Does the book say anything else?
Probably those big plant
Only
creatures.
that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses.
Rosaria.
Rosaria.
It's the plants. It's the living
Butchers at
plants.
Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
I feel like I've solved it. We're not going to prioritize this quest. We're going to go ahead and do the blacksmith one. Maybe I need to pay attention and see if it says something other than quest accepted when you start one of these new ones. Or we could just look at the map again. Is there some sort of a glossary that we can look at of some descript? It doesn't appear as though there is. No kind of legend, perhaps, to view? What if we look at the main world? Oh, look, there's so much more to do out here. No, there's not. There's this one quest, which we're currently tracking, so that's not even a new one. Although I suppose we'll have to check in at the fella who keeps track of those to find out for sure. Hey, what's up, bud? Hold on. Wait, is that you right here?
Long time no see, Clive. What are you doing? You meant to talk to him, not
I
me.
was just curious to see whether or not you already started conversations with the fella.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
Are we supposed to go buy it for him?
We're going.
Is it just that simple? Wouldn't that reaffirm that he is not as good as he thought he was? Would that be a positive or a negative? Sometimes you need to know that to drive yourself forward.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
In full agreement with you on that. And she's right there, so it's super convenient.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind.
Thanks.
While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
This seems like quite a bit of effort. I'm gonna have to go fight a griffin now, everyone. That's just gonna be a thing that we have to go do. I didn't anticipate griffins existing in this world for some reason. It's a bit spooky, but we can, I mean, listen, we've fought harder stuff. Remember when we fought actually Ifrit as just like a little man? That was weird, and we managed that just fine, but that's because we were Ifrit. That was the truth we had to accept. Ask about the Griffin sightings. Did you hear they say, did I hear you say we were hoping to hunt down a Griffin, Kupo? Oh, good. They're not gonna, like, rush his speech. There's a button. I don't have to be in a hurry. Then do I have a bill for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one the locals called Dosmere. Ooh, that's not him. That's him. That's something different that we already defeated. That's the eyeball fella. Did we get rewarded for this? We took him out. I guess we did. The Angel of Death. No. Yeah, this one. How do I, like, do I do anything with that? Do I actually have to, like, accept it in some way? Yeah, hi, buddy. How you doing? Ask about the Griffin sighting. Yeah. And then what do I do? Do I just look at it? Am I missing something? Open bills. Do I select it? Do I hit plus? I'm hitting every button on here. Nothing's happening. The only option I've got is to close the page. Close the page? It still wants me to use the hunt board to locate the Griffin. So do I just now go to where the Griffin is? Is that how that works? View the hunt board. I guess so. While passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Caer Norvent, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmere, a beast much hated for its appetite both of chocobos and for children. See, up until that point, I was like, well, what's the big deal? He's a big old fella. He lives in the mountains. He flies around. Sometimes he eats chocobos. Children, though. That's a bridge too far for me. I can't really get behind that. I can't support that type of behavior. So we're going to have to go defeat Dosmere. I guess I need to stop talking to this fella. The Moogle's no help, this Nectar fellow. We just need to go on the road from Caer Norvent to whatchamacallit. Nah, I don't need to look at that. I need to look at this. There we go. So Caer Norvent is located in sort of this general area, I think. Is it here? That's Northreach. Royal Meadows. Is Caer Norvent actually, like, over here somewhere? I don't know. I know I do need to go here at some point to Martha's Rest. Where's Caer Norvent? The Den? What? Caer Norvent's Glorious Gate. There it is. See, I knew it was somewhere in the Empire. So I guess we'll head over there. And then once we're done with this, we'll go back to Martha's Rest. And we'll figure out what we need to defeat in order to get the special ingredient. Which, I mean, we're pretty sure we know what it is. Also, though, okay, let's see. What were the exact instructions we were given? I don't feel like fighting that thing. Is there a way to, like, check? Journal? That seems about right. What exactly did it say? Blacksmith's Blues. Use the board to find it. Well, the board said that it was, like, somewhere between Caer Norvent and some other location that I thought I would remember the name of when I saw it. Unfortunately, I've forgotten already, and we're just kind of hoping we get lucky here. Is Jill with us? Is Torgal with us? Yeah. Okay, we're all doing this together, then. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I found something once, a long time ago, and I said, this is weird. It's not that. It was like a little pocket that was tucked away from everything else. Maybe like up here somewhere? Was it between Northreach and Caer Norvent, maybe they said it was? I bet you it's like right over here. Was it Advent? I think it might have been. I just ran into like a little area and there was nothing there, and I said, this is sus. I'm sure we'll figure out what this is at a later date. And it could be that today is that later date. Or not, and I'm just wrong. I'll tell you what, the one thing I want to avoid is I don't want to have to go all the way back to... Hi there, you. Maybe one of these people know.
There's no coin to be had in this miserable land. Even if they wanted to trade with us.
I know. It was hard for us Dalmex here in Sanbreque before the capital fell, but now we'd be stoned if we even approached Northreach.
That's pretty rough. That's actually really rough. I was kind of hoping I could just talk to them and they would say, man, that griffin over there is giving us a lot of trouble, isn't it? But it doesn't appear like that's going to be what happens. Maybe we should go ahead and get on our chocobo. I think we can cover more ground that way.
Ready, go?
And get into fewer unnecessary fights. Like, I don't want to fight these guys. Oh, wait, look over there. Is that a griffin?
Fly, Ambrose.
Scallop. That looks like it could be. It's something big. Big wings. It looks like it's prancing around. From this distance, I can't tell what it is. I actually don't know for sure. That's not a griffin. What is that? That's Aruna. I mean, we're in the area, so I guess we're doing this. No coming back from it now.
This isn't gonna be easy.
No, it's not. That was an attempted dodge. I don't know why it said parry. Okay, I mean, the fight's early, and it is getting a lot of hits in on me, because I'm not good at combat. But so far, this hasn't been all that different compared to any of the, like, boss fights we've already done in the game. So, I mean, I think we're doing, like, okay. We could be doing better, though.
Too slow. Nice try.
Darn you, you beast! Keeps dodging my best attacks. Alright, it's all over now. I'm not even going to try to heal myself. I'm so confident that we're going to get it now. Oh. Takedown, baby. Big hits. Notorious Mark slain. Keeping in mind, this is not the one we were looking for. This is one we just happened upon while wandering around. We did get Clouded Eye from it, though, which is used in crafting. Which could be useful, I don't know.
Rest well. I know I will.
Okay, that's a bit of a weird thing to say there, Clive. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Rest well to something you just murdered, and then you're going to brag about how well you're going to rest? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Come on.
Makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. This is the grove back here, though. And if you have a look on the map, this looks like the perfect place for a griffin to be tucked away. And as I remember it, there's nothing back here. I remember just wandering in here and thinking, yeah, there will be something here someday, but not now. And now that I'm back in here, I just see raptors. And it seems unlikely for a griffin to just be hanging out here with all these raptors. I don't even remember raptors being here. I do remember this area being so unremarkable, though, it got cut from the video. That's now, like, it's just in the archived channel member stream. So, I don't know. If you want to go back and watch me wander around a field, channel members, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to tell you can't. Maybe another look at the map here, then? Maybe it was between Lost Wing and Caer Norvent? There is another little, like, tucked away area down this road. It is even called the Old Road. So, possibly. I want to avoid the dragonets, though. I really don't want to fight dragons or dragonets today. We've gone well past the road. Here we go. Yeah, no, this looks like the perfect tucked away little road for a griffin to be living on. Also, road is a bit of a rich term here. This is more like a long abandoned trail that's only ever traveled by, I don't know, maybe deer at best. Here we go. Griffin, dragon. I wouldn't anticipate a dragon and a griffin living in close proximity to one another. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. I did see that chest back there, but I'm almost positive I've opened it in the past. So I don't reckon there's anything useful for us to see there. Are we going to have to go back and check the map again and just admit defeat here and say that I don't actually know where this griffin is? Because that would be unfortunate and I don't want to do that. But we're almost all the way back to...
No need to ride from here.
Yeah. No. This isn't going well. Because now we just get all the way back here and there's the Hanged Man. Maybe it was the Norvent Valley. Oh. Let's just go back. Actually, you know what? We'll go pick this up first. That's thinking ahead right there. Doing a little multitasking. That way we don't have to go back in utter defeat. Because you know that if we come back having accomplished nothing, that guy who drives the boat will have just nothing but contempt for us and anger and frustration at our inability to accomplish anything. With all the effort he has to go through, my gosh. Hi there, you.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods.
I like this man.
What can I do you for?
I like this man.
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day.
Not what I
Turn a
anticipated.
wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
If memory serves. It's the closest thing to, like, Southern we're going to get around here. Oh, I thought I was just going to have to go, like, search the map and do my best to locate these by myself. But nay, they are currently marked for us, which is particularly useful. One question I do have, though, is could we perhaps fast travel a little bit closer to them? It kind of feels like no matter which direction we take, it's going to be about the same amount of travel time. My one thought is that we have to take this long bridge on foot. Whereas if we fast travel down here, we could immediately get on Chocobo and run over. But I feel like that's probably going to add more than we realize to the travel time. Not the fast travel. The game's very fast. Probably because we're finally in a world where game developers are developing with SSDs in mind. Keep in mind, I built my first gaming PC in 2013 with an SSD. But it's good that they're finally in consoles, too. And now we can stop pretending like hard drives are good enough for games. They're not. I've been playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake, Intergrade, on the Steam Deck, which has been running really well, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. But that is a game that was designed for the spinning disc of the PS4, and even though the SSD in the Steam Deck is plenty fast, gosh darn it, the game's not designed for it. So you still have all these hallways that you have to, like, scoot along. Not because The game devs thought, man, that's fantastic design there. Actually, I want to stab this guy while he's down. There we go. No, because they're trying to like delay the amount of time it takes you to get to the next area so they can stream in all the assets. And I had hoped when the game was announced, like there's a special version coming to PS5, like a remastered version for a game that had come out like a year beforehand. I had hoped that they were going to be making certain changes to address that. Get rid of those elements. Take advantage of the fact that consoles are in the now new decade. But no, it's the same, unfortunately. So here's hoping the next game, I mean, having played this one, I have to imagine they were developed somewhat similarly. So they probably were at least developed with them in mind for... it's not Rebirth, is it? Is that what it is? Is it Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 Rebirth? I think it's just called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't think there's any remake in the title. I would be just supposed to, like, know that going in, I suppose. There we go. See, something accomplished. We managed to get the scorpion tails. And I can see why they might turn violet, because they're kind of starting from a color that's not too adjacent from that. Unwanted violets. Let's go. And let's actually go. We don't need to be here any longer. We can just fast travel directly back here now, and then awkwardly check the board again. Little Moogle is gonna be real sassy with us, isn't he? He's gonna be asking us why. What, did you not find it? Did you not take note of where I said it was? Do you not understand how this board works? Didn't you realize you could set one of these? Like you could track these? I'm like, no, there was no button on the screen telling me that.
Our mystery ingredient?
I did.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
This man is going to give us all food poisoning. And it's going to be kind of funny. Sometime ooh, baby.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
Okay.
I'm not hungry.
Good call.
Well,
Good
it'll
call.
be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
We're going to find him in the hospital wing next. Yeah, that's what I anticipated.
Odin's teeth. What, the salt on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Sid.
It's one thing to lie to someone else. It's so much worse to lie to yourself, buddy.
Welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
I have my doubts, but sure. Good on ya, I guess. Badge of metal. The strength of a city is defined by the guard. That means its walls. The strength of a city guard is defined by the pride in their... Wait, don't we have one of these? Increases defense by 30? I feel like we've got one of those, but not that one. In fact, I don't even know what I currently have equipped. Should we have a look at the gear and icons page? What have we got? Flames of Rebirth, Healing Potency, Gouge Damage. I mean, I don't really need the defense increased. I just think it's a bit of an absurd number to throw on there. 30! Unexpected. Extremely unexpected. But let's head back up here now, and we'll have another look at this chart. Embarrassing though it is, and I acknowledge it is embarrassing that this is where we're at. We're going to give it another look-see. And then, I don't know, maybe while we're in the area also, like, what do you do again? I've already forgotten. Oh, you have stuff that's been sent to me.
Come to claim your justice?
Yeah, pillow talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on my nightstand. Is that enamored? Yeah. May it serve you better than it did him. Berserker ring. Geez, a busy courtesan. Wonder who sent this to us.
Here you are.
We got to find out what that does
Best
now,
of luck
though.
out there, Sid.
Like, we've got to find that out, because it's such a cool sounding device. Let's see. Berserker ring. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge? Okay. Well, I'm pretty good at precision dodging, so I think we're going to go ahead and grab that and put it on there. It's the one thing I can do in combat almost consistently. Any alien reports outside of the hideaway? No? Okay,
Always
good.
something in there.
No, there's not. There's nothing in there. What's up, buddy? How are you? Yeah. So, we could ask him about his adventures if we wanted to. We've never done that before. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the great continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Kupo. Look at these wings. They look... wait a minute. Haven't we read this before? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo. This guy's got a lot of attitude about him, and I'm not here for it. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have... Listen, yeah, we've already read this. So I think... Yeah, we've now taken down 2 of these. I do think we're supposed to just, like, go and find it in the overworld. So let's read this. Caer Norvent West Gate. The West Gate of Caer Norvent. Where did we go before? Was that not it? Let's have a look here. This is Caer Norvent. This is Caer Norvent Glossius Gates. I don't know what that means. Wait a minute. What's that? What's that symbol there? I don't know. Does that mark? Oh, that's just like okay, yeah, there's a city, there's a spire. That's all. That's not for us to worry about. Westgate. Orbell down. I feel like we did the right thing coming here. I feel like we were on the right trail. We're going to go there. We're going to open up the big map. And we're going to see if we can find the Westgate location. Oh, wait a minute. Well, no. Hold on. That's the River Gate. I don't see anything here called a Westgate. Dragon's Alley, the Holy Hand, the Holy Eye, Eastwatch, Northreach, Westgate. Would this be the Westgate? Caer Norvent, Rivergate. That would make sense to me. I don't think we can go back through here, though, owing to the fact that this place got... Well, no, we can't go back this way. Yeah, I guess we'll open up the big map then. Because what I'm feeling right now... I actually need the little map. What I'm feeling right now... Unless this over here is the Westgate. But that doesn't make any sense. I think I know what we need to do. And I think we need to fast travel to the other side. But I'll go ahead... And just because we're in the area and I want to cover all my bases, we'll go ahead and head this direction. And we'll go all the way around into here, even though I don't think this is the right thing to do. I have a feeling that I know where this thing is. Can we move with a bit more speed here? Thank you. I got to remember that you have to make the Chocobo run fast. It's quite the opposite of Clive. You don't want to push buttons when you're Clive if you want to run quickly. Because if you push buttons, it interrupts him concentrating on the thought of maybe running quickly in a minute. This ain't it. This is not it. I can guarantee you this isn't it. Whatever's going on around in here, it's just dragons. That's all this is. There's nothing else to be found here. And then it ends at this wooden wall here. So what we're going to do is we're immediately going to fast travel back to Lost Wing. And we're going to have to somehow get our way around to here. Because what I'm thinking is that this, the Norvent River Gate, might be the West Gate. That's my theory. Because I don't know. There's no other gates. It's got to be this. So we'll head back to Lost Wing. I'm kind of tired of being in Lost Wing. I'd be happy to never go back to Lost Wing again. I feel like we've come back here for so many things over the long, many days we've been playing the game. not. Yeah, it's been many years in the world, though. Clive's been back here heaven knows how many times, albeit over the course of a long period of time. So I guess it's probably not as bad for him. He doesn't really mind it. It's more so like that one town that your family always goes on vacation to, and every year you realize you've done everything there is to do here and you'd like to go somewhere else, but your family just wants to go to this one town for vacation every year, and they want to do the same things they've done 1,000 times, and you don't get it, but you also, like, a lot of the trips being subsidized at this point by, like, your parents and all of your siblings going, so it's not like you can just go somewhere else, because they're not all going to go with you. So a lot of the travel costs and the staying costs, like, you just got to bear all that yourself. So you'll go on this vacation because you want to go on a vacation, but you don't want to go to the same place you go every year. It's a very frustrating conundrum to find yourself in, and maybe that's how he feels about it, or maybe he loves it. We have to consider that maybe Clive is the one who really likes coming to Kaer Norvit. Maybe this is like his home away from home, and he really enjoys vacationing here. And maybe he has a second family here. Some people do that sort of thing, where it's like, you know, Dad goes away on a business trip for 3 months. But what Dad's actually doing is going to another house where he's got another wife and 3 other kids who think he's been away on a 3-month business trip. And you don't find out about it until he dies, and you're trying to plan the funeral, and there's another family trying to plan the funeral, and you don't know what you're going to do with the body. I don't know. It seems like that could happen. Has that ever happened to you? Comment down below. It's never happened to me. I just hear about these things happening, you know? So this is the direction we approached Kaer Norvit from when we did the infiltration long ago. Long ago, before we even had wind powers. That's how long ago this was. This is more west on the map than anywhere else we've been so far. This has got to be it.
All right.
What do you mean, all right? All right what? What are you saying that about, sir? Maybe tucked away inside of there? Or somewhere down there. I guess we'll try back here first. I'm not stopping to fight everything along the way, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed this or not. Okay, these are spiders. Yeah, I feel the same way, Clive. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I've noticed that that's nearby. How do I get off of this thing? Dismount. Dismount, sir. I guess we've got to deal with the spiders first, and the walking planes. I found one of these previously and couldn't do anything with it other than just kind of acknowledge its existence. It seems like that's the same case here. It's just here. And on we go! Should we go ahead and remount? I feel like yes, because one of the most important things about fighting a griffin is being impressive. If you set yourself up as an impressive entity to be reckoned with, you kind of shake their confidence early on and they never regain that. I know this. I've fought many griffins in my life. Not like many, not like little griffins. Like many as in a lot of them. And I feel like our best approach...
Don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
I mean, you say that like we're in the right area and he's nearby, but I don't see a griffin. Still. All I see is an empty field.
Be safe.
Here we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, what magnificent, like, weird feathered horn head you have. Does he just, like, rule Kaer Norvit now that it's been abandoned for 5 years? Is this Dosmer's domain? Also, he's a rank B, and we've never fought one of those before, having only fought 2 of these guys so far.
Look sharp.
That was an interesting precision dodge. I don't know why it looked like that.
Nice try.
Oh my gosh! Is that because of the jewel that we just put on? I mean, I kind of love it. It makes the precision dodges feel that much more impressive. I could see it maybe getting a little bit annoying. Maybe not though, actually. I don't know. Oh shoot, we didn't get it. We didn't grab him. Yeah, darn it, we waited too long. That's not actually what I wanted to do there, the swirling whirlwinds. That wasn't my initial plan. Oh, and now he's got us down. He's just like pecking at us, isn't he? I can't actually tell what he's doing. I don't know about it constantly cutting to him with the flames and everything. Like, at first, I wish you could turn that off but still have the jewelry. Maybe you can, I don't know. Limit break activated though. Let's just go ham on this guy. Alright, get up, do the gouge. Beautiful.
Too slow.
Maybe I'm back into it. I can't tell. It's either really annoying or it's my favorite thing. Oh, dang it. See, I didn't know what that attack was going to be. I thought that he was just going... Oh, okay, well, I knew what that one was, and I just stood there and took it. I tried to dodge, but I was in the middle of an animation.
There's a go.
I am just making excuses right now. Dang it, we missed our opportunity again. You know what? I'm going to say potion time. I say high potion time. Ooh, okay, that has like a green mist that comes out of it. Good to know. Come on, big guy. Be staggered.
To me, boy.
The good thing about this attack is that it does heal us slightly over time as we execute it, which is great.
That's better.
We are actually, we are chewing through our potions right now. We're down to 2 regular potions and 2 high potions. Maybe we should take a strength tonic. I think that probably I need to get the strength tonic off my like hotbar, and instead put on the one that gives you like better defense. What is it, like stone skin or whatever? I feel like that's probably better suited for me. Ooh, those abilities are much better when you actually lay into them. Oh, there we go. Alright, big lightning. Bigger lightning. What else have we got? That's it.
Too slow.
Just dodging the mist. Actually, I don't know if this has any use whatsoever. And I tend to just get attacked when I do that. Come on, big guy. That's just a pathetic attack. That was pathetic on my part. We've almost got this guy. There we go. And then is this going to finish him off? No, but this will. Take no chances here. Just unleash everything we've got on him. Make sure we take him down before he gets up again, because this is becoming a costly hunt. Notorious Mark slain. We got a good chunk of change out of that, just enough to restock all of our potion supplies. All right, but where's the guy? There's supposed to be a guy here hunting him, and he doesn't trust hunters.
Is something there, boy?
Is he dead? No.
Could that be our man?
I think it's probably a safe bet that he is. How are you, sir? How are you, wounded traveler?
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear.
What do leather
I
workers
remember
smell
selling
like?
to a merchant by the name of Karen.
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She send you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Are we just going to bring him back and maybe have him, like, train?
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do.
But what if you came back with us?
Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
You're in the same trade.
I'll see that he gets it.
Well, I guess, I mean,
I'd be much
you work with
obliged if you
leather, so
would.
it's a bit different.
Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
I really wish he was coming back with us, though. How good would that be? Also, is there anything to be, like, taken from... I mean, he said he was going to take all the hide, but it looks like the griffin is very much here, intact and dead. Look at its feathers ruffling in the wind. Look at the blood on it. Oh, this is awful. What a beautiful, majestic beast. Guess they're not going to call this his place anymore. I'm sure there's other horrible things living inside of there. Nothing as horrible as that was living there when we showed up, though. Am I right? Hey-oh! Back to the hideaway we go. Man, every time on the Switch I fast travel in any video game, there's like a breather where I get to like take a sip of my drink and clear my throat and like reset my thoughts, and then we, in a normal video, would fade back in. Not in this game. You don't get a moment's respite in this game. It's just you're immediately in an entirely
With a
new
bit of
area.
luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
I did do it.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough.
If you work with leather, can you
No
tell me if that's a
ordinary
real
oil
thing?
he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
So this is the Stradivarius of leather.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Is this something that we can buy now at his store? Or we have to wait till later in the game, come back and it'll be there?
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
But can we buy it? Do we get some cool new armor now? Yes or no? Oh, a diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt fit for a hero necessary for crafting the Drake Slayer's belt. I mean, I suppose, yeah, looky there. Recipe unlocked. I suppose we have to have him craft it for us, but that's okay. We can do that. I thought we were about to get, like, more quests. Oh, you have obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. Visit Blackthorn in the Hideaway for details on materials required. Hopefully we've got everything we need to just make the darn thing.
What do you need?
Use the forge.
So, what'd it be?
Well, I would really like the belt, if possible. Where's that at? No, we need Electrum? I mean, that's a pretty good belt, too. Look at that. Increases our defense up 26 and our HP up 9. That's really good. But where does one...
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
Well, where do I get Electrum from? You don't even know, do you? You have no clue, and you're not going to tell me either, I don't think. Well, can we build anything like... Well, this is what we've got, isn't it? Love and Bolt. Can't get any better than that. And then it doesn't look like there's anything else we can get here, and that's okay. Nothing we can craft here. Well, except for that, but we can't actually... Oh, there's bracelets as well! Look at that! That needs gelatinous mass. That sounds weird. Well, can I reinforce anything? Can I make any of my swords better? No. What about anything that I'm currently wearing? I feel like we've not really gotten a good upgrade in a while, and apparently we're not going to until I figure out where to find... where did it go? Electrum and gelatinous mass. Now, what's interesting is when you look at them, it shows what looks like a little... I mean, it's so small, I can't tell, but there's some kind of little icon on top of it that kind of looks like either a hooded figure or like Kermit the Frog. I'm not really sure. Maybe that means we have to trade for it somewhere. I don't know. I did see that we had the option to ask him about the last 5 years, which would be nice.
You've forgotten already?
I never knew.
I haven't.
It was right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we're in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together. That don't mean I intend on doing it again. Okay. Should we ask about the hideaway?
Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and a apprentice, and a prentice that knows his hammer from his... Okay. Oh, and the furnace is all right and all, thanks to old Sid's bellows. The gods only know how I keep the coals hot enough here on the mirror without them. Here on the mirror without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, just give a shout. Cool. We're all caught up then. There's nothing we can do here at this point, so I suppose we'll carry on. And
monster's taking quite.
You don't have what we need for this, do you?
Don't just stand there, go.
I'm not going to, if you don't mind. I don't need your sass. What have you got over here underneath the... Here we go. No, this is not it. Well, actually, hold on. What is that? What is all of this stuff? Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. That's fun. What about here? What have you got? You got some elixirs? You don't have any kind of crafting ingredients, which is unfortunate and kind of useless. I suppose we'll go ahead and we will max out potions.
Find a better price
high
than
potions. Elixirs very expensive. We'll get ourselves another strength tonic.
It'd better all be here.
And then I'm actually going to do what I said earlier before I forget about it and why we're having a little bit of a downtime. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to swap out. Where do you actually do it at? Where do you swap out your potions? Am I like crazy? Where do you... Is it under items? Yes, it is. We're going to put the Stone Skin Tonic in place of the... Hold on. Stone Skin Tonic. Add a shortcut. Boom. There we go. So now I have that ready to go, because I think that'll be a little bit more useful for me. I mean, the Strength Tonic is cool, and we'll probably make use out of it in the future, but for now I think that's better. And actually, you know what? We haven't... This is just sort of an episode where we kind of go over things that we've been neglecting. We do have enough ability points to upgrade the... Is that dumb, though? Should we spend these points on, like, other things, like upgrading Thunderstorm or Blind Justice or Pile Drive? I've already upgraded that. I could master it, though, and have enough left over to upgrade both of these, I think. Yeah. I feel like that's probably the more intelligent thing to do, but I kind of want to do this. Heather! Hey, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I hope that you're having a good evening. We're just recording a quick episode while we got some time. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, when this is all done, I will be able to have just a floating head in the video. We'll find out. That's the goal of the green everywhere. It's been a minute. It's been a long while indeed. I haven't been streaming Zelda. I need to get back into it. I'm planning on, once we're done with this game, we'll go back to Zelda. I've not been playing it, though. My plan was to play it in my free time, and then we'd just come back when I'd done all the like shrines and everything, and we'd just kind of like finish the game, you know? But I've been very distracted with other games. It's good. I do enjoy it. I've just been distracted with other games, but I'm going to get back into it once we're done here. So I'm glad you caught me as well. So very glad. Hold on. What is this? This is... Okay. I have to respond to that here in a minute. That's it's going to be... You miss my songs well. I don't have... Let's say I need a song idea. Final Fantasy's what we're playing. Big mistakes is what we're making. Final Fantasy, we're gonna die, and I am gonna cry. These monsters are better than me. Every fight I have to flee. 'Cause they know the game better, and I'm going to need a warm sweater. 'Cause it's cold here in my heart, and I'll have to depart. 'Cause I'm not good at this game, and the song is kinda lame. I hope you enjoyed that, though. That's what happens when you make it up as you go. It's not always as good. Okay, back to the game, back to the recording. All right. I think that we are going to go ahead. I think we are going to go ahead and get Aerial Blast upgraded. Maybe this is a mistake and we regret it. That's not even mastering it. We won't master it until we have 4,000. Which is going to be even more fun, I think. I don't know what happens when you... I mean, I assume it just gets upgraded and it does more damage. Based on what I'm seeing over there on the screen at the top, you got your attack, and then you have your... It's not days, but, you know, when you hit them a lot and they're staggered. We've maxed out the stagger gauge now, I guess. Or maybe that's what happens when we upgrade it again. I wasn't paying attention to what it was before. What I do know is that I would like it to just do more damage, because I don't want things to be staggered. I want it to eviscerate entire fields full of enemies. But that's all we can do for now. We'll just have to come back when we have a few more points. And for now, I think we'll wrap things up this time by going and speaking to Vivian and getting an idea of where the story is going to take us next time. Because remember, in the previous episode, we met up with our uncle, who told us that he was going to let us borrow a boat, and we were going to take that boat and we're going to go attack one of the mother crystals. But Vivian's going to give us some sort of information about the situation at hand.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
I still don't know much about the Ironblood.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred.
Well, they're going to be real upset with
They do
us.
not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Okay, we're going to go break it. We're going to go destroy it utterly. That's the plan.
Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same.
I am
Not
still...
much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's
I'm
ready.
still a fan of the idea that we should go back and reclaim the duchy, put Clive back on the throne, and just rule. I mean, obviously, we still have the whole quest to do. We can leave our uncle in charge in the meantime. He seems like a good guy, but, you
It'll
know.
be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox.
I thought that was
the man
implied.
who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Time for war. I guess when we start that one, it'll just take us... You know, this game likes to do a thing where it just does a little jump and you're just somewhere now, suddenly. So I assume this will just be us arriving on the boat. I didn't quite catch if our uncle was coming with us. I think it would be cool if he did. It seems unlikely that he will, though. I think we're just going to take his boat, and then me, Jill, and Torgal will end up over there fighting. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you folks enjoyed it. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you. I'll see you later. Bye. Probably shouldn't wave. It's going to look real weird when it's all chroma keyed out. And that's the recording done. I am only going to do the one. I wanted to do 2 tonight, but due to a series of unfortunate events, I was unable to start as soon as I had would have liked. Unfortunate. But that's the case. Wanted to do 2. Only did 1. Would like to go on. But now we're done. Gotta go to bed. Gotta rest my head. Got work in the morning, even though that's gonna be boring. I went to the wrong key. It was embarrassing. The wrong key, oh, woe was me. I went to the wrong chord. Oh, you know what? I went to the wrong chord. Something, something, help me, Lord. We try to find our rhymes. We do. Thank you for joining me, Heather. I really appreciate it. It's always lonely when I do these streams by myself. Fortunately, I've been very blessed in that someone, usually good friend Jake Yates, Gilliam, Purple Lemons, they'll hop in, which I appreciate, and it's great to have you here too. I tell you what, let's do something we've not done in a while. We've not read through channel member names, and we've got a bunch of new channel members. So let's get them all pulled up here. We will do newest first. Hold on, total time as a member. There we go. Yeah, we'll start with some of the new folks because they're new. So shout out to Asil Got That Deal, Ben, Lena, Uwu. Thank you so much for supporting Lena. Lena's been on the channel a lot and has just become a member recently, which is great. A Sneering Rug, Murillo, Ice Dragon. Hold on just a minute. There we go. Martin, The Broken Light Bulb, Eraziel X, Braxton, Rigatonia, Zevzi, JC, Heather, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. James David Spont, Rolled, Bass, Jankas64, Connor Ben, the other Ben, GSNL, Ryan, Gert the Golf 2, Purple Lemons, Gilliard, Jake, Lucas, and Moyer. Thank you all so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that you folks have been enjoying these little channel members only streams and the podcast episodes that have been coming out. We're going to do more. We're entering, I think, a very fun time for me. A lot of stuff going on lately that's we're making content that I really enjoy making, and we're doing streams and stuff that I think are a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to kind of what I've got planned for the next couple of months with the new Minecraft series. If you've been watching the podcast, you'll know about that. I think it's going to be very different than any way I've done a Minecraft series before. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. At least that's the hope. The one thing I've come up against is that I realized that I don't think I'm the funniest person in the world by any stretch. But I think I'm pretty good at improving in a moment, and I'm not maybe so good at writing comedy. I have a lot of respect for comedy writers. So we're steering away from that. And we're just kind of more so, like, it's not a scripted series, I should say, but there's a bit of scripted moments, and I'm thinking, well, you know what, you'll see, I'm going to do a pilot episode. Well, actually, what I'm planning on doing for the Minecraft, so we're going to do a backdoor pilot, which is where you make a pilot for a show inside of an existing show and test the waters to see how people like it. Very common in, like, sitcoms and things. We're going to do a backdoor pilot in Tekken 2, where I'm going to do it in the style that I'm considering doing the new Minecraft series and get some feedback. I'm not going to tell people that's what I'm doing, but channel members will know because I just told you. We'll kind of see how people feel about it. But, yeah, that's going to be happening sometime in September. So, August. Is it July? That'll be happening in August, not September. Okay, well. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I wouldn't say I'm very funny, but pretty funny. That's pretty spot on, I'd say. Impromptu-esque, yeah. I mean, you see me sing. I just make it up as I go, and that's everything I do. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up tonight's stream. Again, thank you so much for joining, Heather. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll be back Saturday for more of this. We're streaming a lot on Saturday. Timeline. I always want to start Saturday streams early. I always try to start Saturday streams early. And they always end up happening later than I intended. so I'll make no promises. But hopefully, I crushed my finger today. It's a little purple. It's okay. It's not that big a deal. I just realized I was looking at the camera and I was like, what's wrong with my finger? Oh, that's why. It's no big deal. All right, I'm going to go now. We're going to go to the Be Right Back screen. I'm going to remember that I have it because I forgot last time. And here we go. No, not the Be Right Back screen, because no, we're going to go to the Thanks for Watching screen, which has cool lights and music. I'm not sure if you've seen this yet, Heather. Check this out. Okay, bye.